If you spent hundreds on creams, patches, serums, spa facials, and miracle solutions, but your skin still looks tired, this episode's for you. Today, we're talking about why so many wrinkle fixes fall flat and how to finally break through with a collagen reboot plan that actually works. This isn't about hype, it's about layering the right treatments, understanding the timeline, and sticking with a strategy that transforms your skin over time, not overnight.
We are going to talk about how to reverse years of damage to your skin at home. And is it too late?
It's never too late.
I had a phone call the other day. It was a lovely lady, and she was in her mid-50s, and she woke up and just looked in the mirror and was like, oh my goodness, like,
What happened?
look at me all of a sudden, She just, some things must be happening, and, her jowls were saggy, her laundry list of her criticizing herself was huge.
Right.
She felt like it was too late. She didn't know if, these products were going to help her. At some point, she took care of her skin early on, and then had life happen, dealing with family and illnesses.
Yeah, a lot of times they have to take care of somebody for a while,
Yeah.
and they avoid taking care of themselves.
Or they're, going through a health issue themselves,
Mm-hmm.
and, your skin isn't a priority because you have something other major going on,
Right.
which you're focusing on.
Right.
But then when you get on the other side of that, or the other side of helping your family member or something,
Yep.
all of a sudden, you look and you're just like, oh my goodness. And this is exactly what this phone call was.
Yeah.
She felt very discouraged. She felt that she waited too long, that now she's in her 50s. She was getting, hollows under the eyes, dark circles, sagginess. She's had a little bit of weight loss.
A lot of that lately.
Yeah, a lot of that lately. And it's just, they get a little bit jealous of people that they see on the Facebook page having these amazing results.
Right.
And they are hopeful that it will be them, but they automatically have that opinion that it won't be me.
Right. And little do they know that they have to do what these people do. A lot of times those pictures, there's over 40,000 people in the Guru group now on Facebook. So join Facebook, Platinum Skincare
Yes.
Gurus if you if you want to
Yes.
see all these, because it is a private group.
Yes.
But there are photos there, and I think a good portion of those photos are people that, like when you're on Facebook and you upload a photo, you did something, and then 6 months later, a year later, 7 years later, it shows you another photo. And that's like when the people are able to put together and get this, like, I had no idea. Yeah, there's substantial changes when you're
Exactly.
looking at a photo that's 2 years apart from this photo, when you've been focusing on your skin for that 2 years. It's
Exactly.
a humongous difference. And I realize that people want changes much more quickly than that. But in reality, you have to be patient, and you will see change. There was great changes between this photo and this photo.
Yeah.
And if she had been paying attention and, taking photos, like we always suggest, take a photo every month. And, even if you're doing just a regimen, even if you're not doing peels or needling or using any kind of other treatments, and you just are introducing something like Fusion A and your acids and maybe an antioxidant or something, take photos, because there are going to be substantial changes even by the time you reach 90 days. So if you look at day 0, day 90, there's going to be changes, noticeable changes, that if you were to even put this picture over this picture, this line is shorter and this mark is gone and this mark is really lightened. But when you look in the mirror and you don't have those photos to compare, you're like, well, I don't
really
see anything. You
right.
remember what you looked like the last time you looked in the mirror. That's
Yeah,
it. You do
exactly.
not remember what you looked like 6 months ago,
Yeah.
yesterday. You only know what you looked like the last time you looked in the mirror. So don't think for a minute you're going to see those changes. But
So that
they're
photo's
going to
motivate you. It's
that
gonna
photo's
motivate
going to keep you motivated.
Yes.
And we do have our app coming out fairly soon.
Yeah.
Like we just had another meeting the other day where you're going to be uploading your pictures.
Okay, cool.
And it's going to be keeping track of your regimen, your morning and your evening, and what
fun.
products you're using, what treatments you're doing, scheduling your peels and scheduling everything together. But there's going to be a part where you're uploading your photo. Now you're not uploading your photos to us, so don't feel like they're on your device, right? But if you want to, you'll that's where you could take, and
That's
you could
nice.
take this one and upload it if you wanted to, like on a
yeah.
review system or something to show us. But those are the things that are going to really keep you motivated, looking at your cycle of photos and how
Yes.
your skin is changing. So I don't think it's ever too late. That was like a very long way of saying it is never too late, and your skin
Right.
will always keep improving. I mean, we have like 80-year-olds that come to us
Oh, yeah.
with
oh, yeah.
deep, static lines on their
Mm-hmm.
face, and they are smaller and shallower
Oh, yeah.
and smoother, and they look beautiful and glowing. Even if they do have some lines, it's okay to have some lines.
Of course.
Like, I think everybody kind of feels too like, well, I have crow's feet. Well, I hope so.
Yeah.
Because that
Means
means
you're
like you
smiling a lot.
smiled and you're having a happy life,
Oh, yes.
and you're moving and enjoying your life. If you don't have crow's feet, but when you're in your 50s,
Yeah.
you've possibly had a very, very sad life.
Right.
In all honesty, it's where you move your face, you're going to get lines.
Yeah, those expression lines are the toughest to treat.
Yeah.
Because you're still going to smile, you're still going to laugh, you're still going to be
Yeah.
angry on occasion.
Yeah.
So you're going to have those, those expressions are still going to happen in your everyday life.
And it's beautiful. Don't be scared of that.
Yeah.
But I understand, all over. That can all be
Yeah.
improved and smoothed and, mellowed out a bit.
Cool. Well, let's talk about the tools to help reset the skin and kind of start that process.
Sure.
I'd say the biggest one would probably be a series of TCA peels for the most part.
Gravitate towards, like here's TCA. I gravitate towards TCA anytime somebody starts mentioning, wrinkles. Now, there are obviously other milder acids, right? You've got mandelic and lactic and all those. And if you don't want any visible flaking, you can only stand to deal with a little tiny bit of dryness, maybe for work or for whatever reason, then go ahead and stick with that. Those will take longer to get the achieved results. But if you're like ready to go,
Yeah.
and you're okay with a little bit of flaking, you can time this flaking, about 3 days. You're going to have 3 to 5 days of fairly intense
Yeah.
flaking. You can get that coming off over the weekend, however you want. Start with like TCA 7 if you're a little bit nervous. I've been recommending TCA 7 a lot lately over TCA 13 just to get people started. Because it's okay if it's your first peel. You don't have to start with a lower, gentler acid and work your way up. There is no working up. If you're ready to start with heavy flaking or more flaking, then start with TCA. Start with the 7 if you're a little scared. If you have normal skin and you feel like you're very tolerant, start with a 13 at 1 to 2 layers. And I think that's going to make huge changes.
Well, and that's the beauty of TCA is you can start with even 1 layer if you want.
Yeah.
And then progress as you go monthly. If you're only doing 1 layer, you can do a little bit more frequently. But, typically a good rule of thumb is monthly. So as you are doing your monthly peels, you can progress and add layers as you go to achieve a deeper peel.
Oh, yeah.
You
I
know?
mean, you could work your way up to 7, 8 layers. Whatever you feel comfortable with. But yeah, TCA is what's going to stimulate collagen and elastin in your skin.
Yeah.
And that's the foundation of your skin. That's what's going to give it that firmness and plumpness. And it also stimulates glycosaminoglycans, which is your skin's natural moisturizing factor. So a lot of times as you get older, your skin gets drier.
Right.
So that's always beneficial to use something like TCA. It will actually make your skin a little bit more moisturized naturally, your natural moisturizing factors.
So yeah, let's chat about what actually happens to your skin over time. You produce less collagen,
Yeah, your collagen starts breaking down. What is it when you're in your 20s?
Yeah.
Oh, now I forgot. What is it? It's like a percentage each year, and then it just like keeps adding on. Is it like 1% additional
I think so.
every year?
And then it accelerates when you get past menopause. It's even...
Oh, forget it. Forget it. Once you've reached like your mid-40s for most people, like perimenopause, when you start that, everything starts like, because estrogen is what keeps your skin moisturized. It keeps your joints moisturized. It keeps your hair thick and growing, and all those kinds of things start to go awry as your estrogen levels start declining.
As well as environmental damage as well.
Absolutely. Yeah.
As well as collagen loss, as well as, like you said, your skin you produce less moisture in your skin over time.
Yeah.
So, as we age, these things are naturally going to happen. But when you do the TCA peels and things, that's going to stimulate collagen.
It helps to turn the train around.
Yep, when you're using that. Let's talk a little bit about like copper peptides, PDRN.
Yeah,
Like
do we have, no, we didn't put any up here. Let me grab some, because I know I have some copper sitting here. I have a few of them. Is copper, we have a couple of different strengths. We have a couple of different strengths of copper.
Yes.
We have the GHK version right here. These are all by Dr. Picard. This is a 7% GHK, of which you can add into pretty much any product you want. There are a couple stipulations. And then we have, CP serum, super CP serum, super Cop 2X.
Yes.
Copper is a skin remodeling product. So it is very good for anti-aging. It's very good for scarring. That is really one of the number one things that people can add on, just a couple of drops to their nighttime regimen.
Super simple.
It's not a fast turnaround. I feel like it is still like a 90 days before you really start to see something. But that is wonderful for anti-aging. And we do have it in our needling product as well. The PDRN, PDRN has GHK in there along with the PDRN as well.
Well, that is a perfect segue to our microinfusion line, Alchemy. And now we're going to talk a little bit about the Alchemy line.
Yeah, so obviously we have the PDRN that has the GHK in here, hyaluronic, collagen, beta-glucan for moisturizing.
Right.
And this is something that you can do like once every 2 weeks. And I actually like to suggest, especially for anti-aging, that we mix this with the exosomes, the XOAD, so you can like reconstitute the AD with your PDRN. Just pour that in there and create a beautiful serum to get into your skin. That is going to be a wonderful way.
It's going to increase elasticity. It's
collagen,
going to help repair damage from the inside out. Stimulate collagen, all of the things that you need.
And it's the best way to get those ingredients deep. Like when you're doing a peel, like TCA, we're putting layers, we're getting it deep. When you're doing the microinfusion, obviously we're using those needles to create channels to get these ingredients far deeper in the skin than they normally would go if you're just using a topical product.
Right.
Like obviously, we do use penetration enhancers in many products, but the very best way to get this from point A to point B is to needle it into the skin.
Absolutely.
Like that is a substantial way to change your skin. And there's a reason it's called collagen induction therapy, because this is stimulating collagen in the skin. So if we want that plumping and smoothing those lines, that is another excellent way. And you can alternate these things too. Like we were talking about TCA, you can do TCA 1 month. And then, after you've waited your allotted time, you can go ahead and do your microinfusion.
Yes.
And then follow those recommendations. So, let's say 2 weeks, you can go ahead and do another infusion in 2 weeks, or you can go back to your TCA peel, kind of like alternate. Like I find keeping your skin guessing is the best.
That's perfect. That's perfect. So these are like our peels, our Alchemy line. We have our LED mask as well.
Yes, and that's something that can be done every single day, and you can do that after a peel. Like you can do both of these together. You can do that after your microinfusion.
Right.
You can do it if you're using the IPL. Like we have our Vis IPL sitting over here. You can do a Vis IPL, and then you can do an LED mask. LED can be used on top of anything because it's non-irritating. Those lights are just there to stimulate growth and heal and all that kind of good stuff.
Let's talk about a couple key ingredients or key products that they would want to use on a weekly basis. So these are our monthly options.
Yeah.
Let's talk about those.
Well, definitely, I feel like something that you can never, ever pass up is a retinoid.
Yes.
So we have our Fusion A that has 3 different retinoids in here. It has the ester of tretinoin, which is gram active, and then it also has retinaldehyde, which is the one step down, and then there's also some retinol. So this is going to work amazing for your skin. Retinoids are excellent for anti-aging. I mean, obviously there are lots of things we can use. Like, we already talked about the copper.
Dr. Platinum Potions.
I was going to say, here it is. Like Dr. Platinum Potions, putting together some potions. And if you go to the website, there's 10 different potions. So you can pick and choose. Like, if you want to increase your fat in this area, you can use like the adipofillin. Or if, you want to stimulate more tissue regeneration around the eye area. Maybe you want to use the matrixyl
Yeah.
6, Syn-TC for stimulating collagen. And of course, interestingly enough, some of those can also be added into your infusion.
Yes.
You could add up to 2 drops
Very
into
cool.
your infusion serum to get these even deeper in the skin. What other things are you thinking?
One thing that we have not talked about is Dream Peel.
Yes,
So
I
Dream
have that right
Peel is a unique product that Platinum Skincare created.
Yes, it's patented. This is 3 forms of vitamin A, so it's predominantly the retinol. Of course, that's the most gentlest form on your face in this formula, but it also does have the Gran Active, which is the ester of tretinoin, and it also has retinaldehyde in here. And another big portion of this is vitamin C, the THDA, which is
Got
the
it.
oil-soluble vitamin C. So this is excellent for not only anti-aging, but hyperpigmentation with all that vitamin C in there. And of course, we talked about vitamin C. Did we talk about vitamin C? We didn't. But how good this is stimulating collagen. And there's
Absolutely.
just so many studies that have been done on vitamin C about stimulating collagen, and just it's a super anti-aging product. So obviously we have our new secret agent
Yes.
6. It had 6, now it has 8.
Yes.
Super antioxidants in here that are going to help with your skin. And this is like another absolute thing that you should be putting on every single day when you're, concerned
Yeah.
about
Yeah.
your skin and turning things around.
I just thought of a question about the secret agent.
Yeah.
Our previous vitamin C formula had a lower pH, was a little bit
Yeah.
more irritating, so you could not apply that before the LED mask.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to put any kind of like acids on your skin and then put an LED mask on. Number one, I don't think
So-
it's even going to harm that. It could harm the mask.
Harm the mask. So this formula is the same. You would not want to use it before your LED because it has some acids in there, like the
No,
vitamin-
there's no acids in here.
So the Alice. Oh no, this one doesn't have the Alice.
No, so you could. And why we're even talking about
I know this is off topic, but I just thought
predominantly
about it.
when we talk about doing LED, the general recommendation has been to apply it to clean skin, right? So wash your face, put the LED mask on. So you're using your LED lights on dry skin. But therein lies a little bit of an issue because dry skin doesn't necessarily allow the penetration of light as
Right.
easy as a moisturized skin does. So they've come to find that slightly moisturized skin with like a thin serum or something along those lines is fine to put on before you do a treatment such as
Okay.
this. So you could absolutely put a very thin layer
Okay.
of, let's say, Secret Agent 6
Got it.
on your skin and then do this. Or you could put a thin layer of Rejuvenate.
Yeah.
Or our upcoming Cell Intel. That one will be perfect.
Yes.
To put on before your LED mask. So yeah, you can absolutely do something like that.
So basically, we did touch base on how important the before and after photos are.
Yes.
To keep you on track, basically, you don't want to rush the process. You just want to be consistent.
Consistency is always key.
Yes.
Photographs are always key. And yeah, just keep doing it. Don't give up. And before you know it, you're going to be one of those photos
Yes.
that people are uploading because time is going to fly. Time is going to go by whether you're doing something with your time or not.
Yes.
So you might as well be treating the things that you want to fix that you feel like, oh, I can't make change, but you
Absolutely.
can. You can make those changes. So start making them, and
Yeah.
before you know it, the next time, Facebook goes, hey, this is what you were doing a year ago.
Yes.
You'll be like, oh my gosh, like I cannot even believe
Yes.
that is me. I cannot believe my skin looked like that a year ago. And you'll be one of those people that is just amazed with your transformation.
And that is exactly how I closed the call with the customer that we chatted, where she's like, I feel like it's too late. I just, all of a sudden, I'm just
never.
a wreck. We had a really good conversation. We got a really good regimen built. And I said, I really feel like you're going to be a success story, and you will be one of those people with your before and afters, and you won't have that envious feeling anymore, and you will
No.
be helping others and telling her story.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so just stay the course.
Yeah.
Don't rush the process. Call us if you ever have any questions
Yeah,
whatsoever.
1-800-917-3155.
Yeah,
Or
email.
email.
Yes.
Yeah, and you you predominantly do most of the emails.
Yes.
I do some of the emails,
Yes.
but that's support@platinumskincare.com.
That's right.
And then, of course, we're here Monday through Friday, so call us at any time. And join the Facebook group.
Yes.
Because I'm in there every single day. I make sure everything is commented on. I generally comment on every single post if I can. If there's an amazing answer, probably by Andrea usually, I'll heart that.
Andrea is a lovely, lovely lady.
And she's just a customer of ours. She's not even an employee, but she's wonderful on there.
She is a strong believer of our line and our mission, and she literally just likes to help. So
she does.
It's like, and she's so good at what she does, and she has the patience of a saint.
She does.
She really, really does. And I just seen Andrea the other day. She came in to get some products here.
Oh, good.
And she was just looking as lovely as always.
As always.
As always. So don't hesitate to reach out to any one of those forums or phone
sources.
Yes, we're here to help you.
All right. Have a great day.